Habit Elevators, Ascending to Entrepreneurial Excellence. I'm your host, Nightingale Mukasa, and I'm thrilled you've joined us once again today on this journey to transform your entrepreneurial habits and skyrocket your success. Before we dive in, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why some entrepreneurs seem to effortlessly rise to the top while others struggle to get off the ground? The secret lies not in their ideas or even their funding, it's in their habits. Today, we're going to uncover the power of habits in entrepreneurship and how you can harness them to elevate your business to new heights. Whether you're a future-preneur dreaming of your first startup, a new-preneur navigating the early stages of your business, or a venture-preneur looking to scale, this webinar is for you. Let's start with a quick poll. What's the one habit you believe has been holding your business back? Type your answer in the chat, or if you are on the replay or on-demand webinar, then jot it down. Interesting. We'll address many of these as we go through our session today or at a later question and answer session. Now let's talk about the science behind habits. Did you know that according to research, about 40% of our daily actions are habits? That's right, nearly half of what we do every day is on autopilot. This is the habit loop, first described by Charles Duhigg in his book, The Power of Habit. It consists of 3 parts. 1. The cue. This is the trigger that initiates the behavior. 2. The routine. This is the behavior itself. 3. The reward. This is the benefit you gain from the behavior. Understanding this loop is crucial because it allows us to hack our own behavior. By manipulating these elements, we can create new habits that drive our business forward or break old ones that are holding us back. Let me give you a quick example. Say you want to develop a habit of daily networking. Your cue might be finishing your morning coffee. The routine would be spending 15 minutes reaching out to new contacts on LinkedIn. And the reward? That could be the satisfaction of expanding your network or even the excitement of a potential new business opportunity. Now that we understand how habits work, let's talk about the entrepreneurial habit mindset. This is the foundation upon which all your business habits will be built. The entrepreneurial habit mindset is about seeing every action as an opportunity for growth and improvement. It's about embracing consistency over intensity. A little insight about me. I love quotes, so here is one to share with you. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. This quote by Aristotle perfectly encapsulates what we're talking about. Success in entrepreneurship isn't about one big break or one brilliant idea. It's about the small actions you take every single day. Let me share a quick story with you. I have a habitual rule which really is a couple of my key values put into spirit-boosting action. Giving just because I choose to and paying my fortitudes forward both deliberately and whenever the universe gifts me with an opportunity to do so or a mere coincidence arises. I won a cruise in one of the networking marketing companies I revere because I leaned on my habit to give and gave of my time to help a team member reach her rank goal with a plan I had quietly devised and mentioned, well, sprang on her with a great amount of training on how to make it work. I would have lost money if I had made a bet on anyone using it. Marketers like to follow the trodden paths in the handbooks. For whatever reason, she actually followed it. I was dumbfounded and of course pleased and very happy for her. The result was several of us not only reached new ranks and goals, although that was not my intended plan or motive, unbeknownst to me, a surprise was on the horizon. When I got a call wondering why me, a silent team leader in name mainly and her upline had yet declared our intention, aka put down a deposit to secure our wins to a free cruise. Needless to say, a group of our team were on that cruise to Cancun, Mexico. I had intentionally never been on a cruise because I am not fond of motion sickness. At that cruise, I met an amazing womanpreneur and made a lifelong friend for whom I traveled from California to Texas to bond and support her brand new tech type, MLM venture that was not on my radar. I was totally non-techie in every sense of the word. My Palm Trio cell phone was the epitome of my coolest gadget ever owned techiness, besides a laptop, of course. It was revolutionary until Margie introduced me to the hot off the innovation block, Royalty Gems beacon technology that unfortunately is no longer in use. Thanks to Google, but that is another story. A simple act of kindness to support a fellow business owner by investing a monthly fee for a really out-of-my-league marketing tool that she was so excited about. Honestly, I did not get it at all at that time, but it fell right into sync with the oddball plan I had devised and shared that led to the free cruise, a friendship, and a very unplanned yet amazingly rewarding business direction. The reason I tell this story is because it ended up opening this precise door from which I entered the online marketing agency space as on my own boss. The rest is a story of why the habits of sharing, paying forward, and giving genuinely, especially sharing an idea and beyond just offering a free service or help, is one I always practice in my business and has netted me friendship and marketing strategies that would have cost me thousands to tap into. This story illustrates that some habits are personal, but yet feed into our business. The takeaway is that it's not about ambling aimlessly or wishful thinking or waving a magic wand or making massive changes overnight. It's about being true to your values and ideals, being intentional, persistent, and making small, consistent changes that compound over time. Now, let's dive into some key habits that can elevate your entrepreneurial journey. I will look at habits for each stage of entrepreneurship that I have identified in my virtual academy mission and vision. 1. Future-preneur habits. Daily learning. Commit to learning something new about your industry every day. Idea journaling. Keep a journal to record and develop your business ideas. Network building. Make one new professional connection each week. 2. New-preneur habits. Morning planning. Start each day by reviewing and prioritizing your tasks. Customer feedback loop. Regularly seek and act on customer feedback. Financial review. Set aside time each week to review your finances. 3. Venture-preneur habits. Strategic thinking time. Block out time each week for big picture thinking. Team development. Invest time in mentoring and developing your team. Continuous innovation. Set aside resources for experimenting with new ideas. Due to our time here, I will not, for each set of habits groups listed above, provide a brief explanation and a quick example or case study. However, I will share what I did or do for each stage. A constant theme or practice in each stage are the habits of 1. Reading for leisure, business skills growth, and mindset development. The other habit is attending events for networking purpose. As a future-preneur, I made it a point to window shop in every town I visited for the purpose of engaging in dialogue with local businesses. This habit, though a nuisance to others, especially because I was vocal about it, got tiresome to others, but gave me an opportunity to observe business owners in action with their customers and shop visitors. Now, I am in the habit of seeking out knowledge, tools and skills that are technology-oriented because I believe in a daily plan of action and business management efficiency, plus the effective use of my resources, tools, and time. Remember, The key is not to try and implement all of these at once. Start with one or two that resonate most with your current situation and build from there. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but I've tried to build habits before and it never sticks. Let's talk about how to overcome some common obstacles to habit formation. 1. Lack of time. Remember, start small. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. 2. Inconsistency. Use the don't break the chain method. Mark your calendar each day you perform your habit and try to keep the chain going. 3. Lack of motivation. Connect your habits to your bigger why. How will this habit help you achieve your entrepreneurial dreams? I want to share a personal story about overcoming a habit obstacle. I love to read, and sometimes too much that, until I turn the last page, I may not get much done for that period of reading. I had to place myself on a no reading books diet for several months, after which I went back to my habit of reading before bed and first thing when I wake up. These 2 times have a time sensitivity in that I have affairs to tend to in the morning, so getting a good night's sleep is vital. I failed many times, staying up too late and then struggling to wake up in the morning. I am still a work in progress many times. We've covered a lot of ground today. Now let's talk about how you can put this into action. 1. Choose one habit from today's session to implement this week. 2. Use the habit tracker template we've provided to monitor your progress. 3. Join our Facebook community to share your journey and get support. 4. Consider our Habit Mastery course for a deeper dive into entrepreneurial habit formation. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What questions do you have about implementing these habits in your entrepreneurial journey? Type your questions in the chat and I'll answer as many as I can at the end. Once again, if you are on the replay, feel free to send me an email or a text, or even better, schedule a free consultation. Thank you all for joining me today on this journey to elevate your entrepreneurial habits. Remember, every great business is built on the foundation of strong habits. Your entrepreneurial ascent begins with the small steps you take each day. I'd love to continue this conversation with you. Don't forget to download your habit tracker and join our Facebook community. And if you're ready to take your habit formation to the next level, check out our Habit Mastery course. Thank you again, and here's to your entrepreneurial success.